Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on this transition in the motion of the planet Jupiter, which will happen on June 18th when the transiting Jupiter within the Cancer, it will move in the Pushya Nakshatra. So friends, from June 18th till August 18th, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the nakshatra which has got a reputation, which is called as the king amongst the nakshatra. So friends, how it is going to be impacting you, that is what we will try to understand in this video. And friends, just because Jupiter right now is in a Atichari motion, so that means the way Jupiter is processing and the way it is manifesting results, there is a very kind of fast-paced energy which is attached over there. And friends, the beauty of the Pushya Nakshatra is that if you will follow any good book of Vedic astrology, more than the ruling planet, it's the Devata, it's the god which has been given utmost importance. And the beauty of the functioning of the Pushya Nakshatra is that Jupiter or the Brihaspati by himself preside as the god, as the Devata in the energy of this Pushya Nakshatra. So friends, you can look at it in this way that just because there is a structure and discipline which is coming in from the planet Saturn as well, because Saturn owns it, rules it, right? So that also tells about that because of the blessing, because of the divine guidance, many important development can happen in your life. You will be able to lay foundation to something for which you have been long striving for or working hard. And friends, in this phase, briefly, Jupiter is going to be combust as well. So whatsoever the interpretation I will explain over here, I have also taken into consideration the combustion of the planet Jupiter as well. Like for example, from like July 14th till August 13th, Jupiter within the Cancer in the Pushya, it is going to be combust as well. But just because friends, Jupiter and the domain of the Pushya is so pious, it is so pure, like it has got that Brahma Varchasva Shakti. That also means that it has the power to give you the spiritual brilliance. Now definitely for certain people, they want that brilliance in the academic sector, certain people want this brilliance in their spiritual pursuit, and for certain people they want that auspiciousness in their life. They want to have that right compatible match for themselves as a spouse, as a partner. Some people have been working hard to have a childbirth, have a progeny in their life. So in this domain, in this 2 months period of time, you can actually expect the divine blessing to be getting showered in your life. So friends, even discussing the remedy will also become very important. See, I always say that there are like certain esoteric rituals and the practices over where we recommend that doing that under the guidance or instructions of your guru only is recommended. So I mean to say, like in any capacity, if you can pay your respect to the guru, to lay people, that could be one of the best remedy. Pushya is also connected with the cow's udder, like it is very strongly connected with the cows. And you know that in the Sanatan Dharma, in the Hinduism, the way we worship cows. So if in any capacity you can feed the cows, or you can just donate something to any of the Gaushala, that can also be considered. Along with that friends, adding turmeric in your in your diet, in your beverage shall also be considered. You can also consider like putting that the kesar tilak, the kind of saffron kind of a tilak on your forehead as well, over your third eye as well. And let's say for example, if you live in India, you have that provision to go to any of the Lord Vishnu's temple on a Thursday, keep a fast on Thursday, offer the yellow sweet to any of the Lord Vishnu temple, or with proper jaggery and the chana dal, if that is possible for you, to worship the banana plant, banana tree, so that can also be considered. Friends, I always say this thing, Jupiter in certain alignments hold this capacity that it somehow fixes your divine clock. I mean to say, people who get married and majority of the events in their life happen at the right time, in a prescribed time. That could be connected with the blessing of the planet Jupiter. I always say that all those people in whose case you will see that somehow their consciousness is very evolved. So that could also be attributed to the planet Jupiter as well. See, the thing is, unless and until if Jupiter is not going to be strengthened in your case, you will not have that clarity, that wisdom, or the right path. Or I would say that you will not have the right set of mentors, advisors, or teachers in your life. So that is the only reason we need Jupiter to be in a strengthened state. Jupiter individually is the significator of so many houses, like second house of our wealth, fifth house of our intellect, children, like seventh house of the marriage, ninth house of our fortune, and 11th house of our wish fulfillment. So because of which we cannot afford to have Jupiter in a compromised state in the chart. And just because, friends, in this year, in these 2 months, Jupiter is going to be in its full glory. It is not going to be turning retrograde. So that means in these 2 months, you can actually expect some good turnaround. And friends, when we talk about from the mundane perspective, so from the mundane perspective, friends, during this time you will definitely see that rules and regulation will get followed, because lately what has been happening ever since this new presidency in United States, everyone have been saying this thing that United Nations now look like to be powerless. What do you call that? Might is right kind of philosophy is working right now. No one is giving any attention to the ethics, to the morals, to the values. So I mean to say, when you have, as per the our Samvatsar calculation, when you have Jupiter as the king, and Jupiter is going to be in the peak of its dignity, you will definitely see that somehow rules and regulations will be honored. See, Pushya is connected with the nourishment. So in the food, in the economy, in the grains, in the farming, agriculture sector, you will see some sort of relief. And the policies which will be framed during this time, that will definitely somehow give attention towards the people who are directly or indirectly connected with the agricultural sector, or in any way they are seen as the nourisher in our society. So yes, friends, even in the military, in the warfare, friends, you will not see any sort of madness, any sort of chaos. Rules and regulation based development will happen in this period of time. Now friends, how it is going to be impacting you? So before I will talk from your ascendant or from your moon sign, let's try to study it or look at it from your Navtara concept as well, because from the Navtara, friends, you get to know the impulse, in which way that planetary vibration is driving you, is motivating you, is influencing you. So let's say, for example, friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the Saturn in itself, like for example, you are born with your moon being in the Pushya, in the Anuradha, in the Uttar Bhadrapada. So that tells about that there is going to be focus on the physical health and the personal identity, because the way I mentioned, Pushya has to do with the nourishment. So a time for self-reflection and resetting your path. Now friends, when we talk about for the Jupiter ruled moon nakshatra people, so now Jupiter for you is going to be moving in the Sampat Tara, like it was so far was transiting right over your birth Janam Tara, and now it is going to be transiting in the Sampat Tara, the wealth giving alignment of the Jupiter. So that tells about it is highly auspicious for the financial growth and like new job offers and the arrival of prosperity in many forms. Now friends, if your birth moon is of the Rahu, like it is Ardra, it is Swati, it is Satbisha, that means now Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Vipat Tara for you. That means there might be potential for unexpected hurdles, or it is advised to avoid any risky sort of investment. But again friends, like the way I mentioned this thing, there's a lot of the positivity which is attached with the energy of the Jupiter and with the Pusha nakshatra. So even if it is going to be transiting in the Vipat Tara, it is not going to be causing any harm to you. It's just like that the path towards the prosperity might be filled with obstacles, temptations, but it's not going to be like where it is going to punish you. It is never going to be that harsh. Now friends, when we talk about the Mars ruled nakshatra, if your birth moon nakshatra is Mrigashira, it's Chitra, it's Dhanishta, then that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Shema Tara, which has to do with the comfort. So that is telling that this is going to be a safety net period for you. So excellent for the domestic happiness, buying property or recovering from an illness. Now friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the moon like Rohini, Hasta or the Shravan, so that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Pratyari Tara or a Tara which represents opposition. So that in itself tells about that you may face minor setbacks or hidden enemies. Stay disciplined and avoid any unnecessary arguments. Now friends, if your birth moon nakshatra is of the sun, Kritika, Uttara Falguni, Uttarishadha, that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Sadhak Tara, like a star connected with the success. So that tells about that this is going to be the most productive zone for you. Your goals will meet with the divine timing, and it is also perfect for the spiritual practices. Now friends, if your birth moon star is of the Venus like Bharni, Purva Falguni, Purvashadha, that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Vadh Tara, which represents obstruction. So that means a period of heavy karmic clearing for you friends. You may feel tired or restricted. Focus on letting go rather than pushing forward. Friends, if your birth moon is of Ketu ruled Ashwini, Magha, Mula, that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Mitra Tara. That tells about that support will come from the friends and the mentors. Social life will flourish and you will easily find any solution to ongoing problem, to ongoing situation. And lastly friends, if your birth moon star is of the Mercury ruled nakshatra like Revati, Ashlesha or Jyeshtha, then that means Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Ati Mitra Tara, great friend. So that in itself tells about that this is going to be deeply harmonious period for you, and you may connect with a guru figure or experience a profound sense of peace and belongingness. Now friends, if you also want to understand it from your ascendant, so knowing that becomes very important because Jupiter represents blessing, auspiciousness, divine grace, and because of the involvement of the planet Saturn, Saturn owns it, and Saturn represents that tangible material things, that structure, security in our life. So because of the divine blessing, you might end up getting things or achieving those things which will secure your life. So friends, talking about from the Aries perspective, so for the Aries native, Jupiter in the 4th house is going to be transiting in the Pushya nakshatra. So friends, you will feel very secured during this time, and the career development and the gains of yours will put you in a very safe or in a very secure kind of zone. Count your blessing if right now your career is going through any major transformation. I've generally seen, like, you know, people who have like even in their birth chart, they have these kind of alignments. Even their professional life is going to be very well taken care of. They get very comfortable postings and they have a very kind of a safe and secure job, a proper tenure, and that's how they retired. So I mean to say, this could be one such alignment where life will secure you. A very auspicious time for the investment in the housing related matters as well. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus native, so friends, for the Taurus native, it is going to be influencing the matters of your 3rd house. Now we know this thing that Saturn is your Yoga Karak planet, and now Jupiter is going to be transiting in your the nakshatra of your Yoga Karak planet. So friends, that also tells about that friends will actually act like a savior. They will nourish you, and all that which you're trying to initiate, because of the divine blessing, you will be able to execute that with lot of the ease and because of the blessing, if I were to say. So yes friends, for any tangible, material, important initiation in your life, and especially those kind of developments where you will definitely realize, you will see that it is beyond your capacity, some higher power is doing the work for you, those sort of events will happen for the Taurus. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini, So friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in your second house. Now we know this thing that Saturn in your case is your ninth lord as well, right? So that means it is a very auspicious time where some auspicious development can happen in the family. Some new channel of income can also open up, and it's a very auspicious time for some important investments as well. Now friends, when we talk about the Cancer natives, so friends, beyond any doubt, like Jupiter is going to be transiting in the king amongst the nakshatra, Pushya, right? So that also tells about that, yes, divine blessing is going to be there. This is actually going to be the time of the spiritual brilliance for the Cancer natives, and also the time of getting your hands on something which is very valuable. This could be, or like, people who get married, people who get their promotion, like, childbirth in the family. But auspiciousness in the family life will be experienced by the Cancer natives in these 2 months. Now friends, for the Leo natives, so friends, in your case, Jupiter has been already exalted in your 12th house, and now it is going to be transiting in the nakshatra ruled by your 6th lord and the 7th lord. So that also tells about that a very auspicious time for the spiritual brilliance. If you are engaged in any sort of sadhana, anything connected with the hospitals, with the healing work, scientific research, investigative work, foreign land or foreign settlement related concerns, Jupiter will secure you in this territory. Because friends, 12th house somehow can make us feel isolated, like, out of the touch from the reality. But Jupiter over here will play a very significant role in your life. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo natives, so friends, for the Virgo natives, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Pushya nakshatra in your 11th house. So that in itself tells about that this is going to be the time when life will secure you. Some major wish can get fulfilled. And over here friends, like even those kind of wish, here we are not talking about, like, about your desire. Here we are talking about what is your necessity in the life, what you actually need right now. Here we are not talking about the want. Here we are talking about what actually will nourish you, what will nourish your soul. So those sort of attainment will happen in this period of time. But beyond any doubt friends, if you have been participating in any ritual, you are doing any pilgrimage, you have any wish in your mind, so that wish could get fulfilled, high possibility of that. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra natives, so friends, for the Libra natives, it is going to be happening in your 10th house. Jupiter exalted, that too now in the Pushya nakshatra of your Yog Karak planet Saturn. So friends, at your career front, this is actually going to be the time when people get very desired kind of posting, promotion, like recognition, fame potential is going to be at its peak in this duration of Jupiter's stay in the Pushya in your 10th house. See, the thing is that you will only get those kind of things which will nourish you for sure. So more than the want, this is the time what is relevant, necessary, mandatory for you, that will be delivered to you. Now friends, for the Scorpio natives, nothing could be better than this. It's just like that you will be well taken care by the higher powers. And if you have any of the higher wisdom, God realization sort of goals, and this is what you have been actively working for that sort of illumination, brilliance in your line of work, and you have been on a lookout for a guru or a teacher which can grant you that level of excellence, perfection, that will seems to be attainable in this period of time. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius natives, so friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in the 8th house. 8th house is the actual house of secrecy, mystery. Things happen in a very sudden, unexpected kind of way. So if you're engaged in anything connected with the 8th house, like this could be research, this could be occult, this could be sadhana, this is going to be the time of the spiritual ascension. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn natives, so friends, in your case, like Jupiter transiting in the nakshatra of your ascendant lord, that too in the 7th house, your partner will play a very significant role. And again friends, people say, see, the thing is, if you live in the West, I have seen, like, people in the West, they're very emotional, because if you are in India, just because we live in that environment, in that milieu, we can actually figure out and discriminate between an authentic, credible guru and one who is masquerading it. But people in the West, sometimes they could be very emotional. They see anyone talking about soul, anyone talking about like sadhana, they easily get fascinated, they easily get impressed. So that's good that you have so much respect in your heart. But I mean to say, 7th house tells about public encounter. So during this time, people with very elevated sense of consciousness could run in your life. Your partner will give you connect you with your right set of path which is meant for you, and some very successful collaboration, like very elevated kind of people will enter in your life. High possibility of that. Friends, for the Aquarians, all what I can say that this is going to be the time of coming up with a plan to deal with all of your like shortcomings. Many Aquarius Lagna during this time will find a recovery or a solution for any ongoing problem. I always say Pushya has something to do with the nourishment, what nourishes us, and 6th house is the actual deterrent house. The problem comes, the health issue comes from the 6th house. So this is going to be the time period of finding a solution to any of the ongoing situation. And at the same time, if you have like Rahu in your ascendant transiting in the Sadbisha, then in the Dhanishta, it's a overall a very like a finding a solution kind of energy for the Aquarians. And lastly, friends, for the Pisces natives, so again 5th house, Jupiter being in the Pushya. So in your sadhana, in your devotion, in any artistic creative endeavors, in any guru sadhana, this is the time of the illumination, spiritual brilliance for the Pisces natives. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video. And for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.